Hi. So, do you know what artist trading cards are? ATCs? They are amazing little pieces of art. And I have a storage system and a system in which I process them as far as how I store them, how I create them, how I store the stuff to create them, how I manage the mailing out of those cards. I have a cool little system that I use, and I'm going to share that with you today. And if you like ATCs and you think that they are magical little pieces of art, I hope you'll join me. One of my favorite creators, I watched a video of theirs from, I don't know, a month or two or three or four ago. I don't know. And she was talking about how she likes to give away these little art cards. And my first thought was, oh my God, you're talking about artist trading cards because I love artist trading cards. She was not actually talking about artist trading cards. Oh, my hands are just a mess. She has a friend who does artist trading cards, but her size is a little different. Well, I do artist trading cards. These are not mine. These are some of the ones that I've collected. And I thought we might have a little talk about these. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about other things as I'm flipping through this because I just want you to see part of my amazing collection of artist trading cards. So, did you see my last video? I hope not, because it was terrible. Terrible. I since have purchased a mic, which is why you can actually hear me right now. Isn't this one lovely? I do not have my lighting issue resolved because I'm actually recording from my home studio right now because I decided not to go into my work studio today because I've been tired lately. I know you didn't watch my last video. Because of that, I'm just going to repeat myself. I got COVID the 1st of February, and the long COVID really just has messed me up. So I have been really fighting exhaustion. And I'm doing better. I'm doing okay. Some weeks I have great energy, but then if I just push it too far, I really feel it. Isn't this one adorable? It's got little, oh, I gotta pull this out and show you. So just so you know, I mean, it's got all these little three-dimensional skeleton pieces. So I love, I don't know, spooky things. And Frida Kahlo, which is why we started with Frida Kahlo, she was first up front because she is. So anyway, these are my, just my collection of amazing ATCs. Artist trading cards shortened to ATC. I absolutely love them. And I collect them, and I have some of my favorites that I hung up. We moved into this house. We just moved here a year ago, and I haven't gotten my ATCs hung back up, but I typically will have some hanging up on the wall, some in this book, and then, hold on. Those that are not yet filed, don't judge me. Do not judge me. Aren't these not glorious? If you love skulls, you love those. I'm just enamored. I love them. This is one that, well, that's another story entirely. Perfection is overrated. Oh, I just love them. This is one I did. This is mine. What's that doing in there? Okay, let's just pull another handful out of here just so you can see some of the glorious. They're fabulous. Okay. But that's not all I wanted to show you today, because I want to show you, I wanted to show you my good filing system that obviously I haven't kept up with since these are all extras. But I also have a system because when I get on a tear with these, I really get on a tear with these. And so I have a system for creating them and sending them. So all of these, I don't know if you can see this very well, but I have this container that sort of has different sections. And this front section right here, these are ones that I have created just the background for. They're not finished, they're just backgrounds. And I will at some point finish them. Like I started some last Christmas, you know, they're backgrounds. These are all that are finished that I have not traded with somebody yet. They're all finished, waiting for someone to come along and say they want them and want to trade with me for these. I am on a few artist trading groups, but I often get really busy with like my real life that I don't spend enough time trying to exchange these with other people. But these are all ready to be traded. And then these are my card bases. These are just whenever I get spare pieces of heavy paper, cardboard or something that I think will cut up nicely, I cut them into 2.5 by 3.5 inch rectangles, and then I stick them in here. So this is mixed media paper. This is just I don't know. I don't even know where I got that cardboard from. And then here's some random playing cards, just random playing cards because they are the same size. Looks like this is from a tissue box. This is, I don't know. This is shiny on this side, so I don't know what kind of paper that is. This is watercolor paper. Yeah, I'm like I did like a master board, and I think this was one that just didn't work out. One square that didn't work out very well. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, just random 2.5 by, oh, it was a Kleenex tissue box. Yeah. And then I will lightly sand this so I can glue things on it and it'll stick. Yeah. And these are all my blanks. Here at the back, I have some watercolor paper that I have started, and I went ahead and taped it off. Ugh. So that once I paint on this, do a watercolor on this, I will heat up this tape and pull it, and then there will be a nice little border around it. So sometimes I like to do the watercolor thing. Yeah. And I was thinking I was going to do a whole bunch. That's why I taped up a bunch, and then I didn't do them. But And then back here, I just have some random other things that I want to do a collection of cards for myself that are the size of tarot cards. And this is one that I've done. And it is, I'm trying to think if it opens up twice. No, but it does open up again. I'll come back to that. Anyway, here are all my card bases for that collection, and that I haven't really done much with. But, the best of intentions here. And so this opens up. It's got a little pocket here, and I tuck little things in there. And then this side has a little pocket, and it opens up here. And then I can write stuff on this. So I'm going to make a full deck of these. I got these tarot cards, I think at like the 5 and Below store, maybe at the dollar store, but I think the 5 and Below. And so I'm just going to take those because they were already the perfect size and already cut and everything. So yeah. And then back here, I have this little box that I can pull out that has the sleeves that I would put my finished cards in before I send them out to somebody. And then here's some extra sleeves. Here's some extra good paper, like watercolor paper and so forth. I hardly ever use those. And I do have a stamp so that on the back I can easily complete this information. It is like, when I created it, who I am, all of that stuff. I don't actually do that as much as I probably should. It's just, I love the idea. Cherie is the creator that I just was, I loved the idea that she was doing these, except they're not quite these. But she gives them away. She gives away little pieces of art, which I think is delightful. And I love that idea. And I think I may start just giving away my little ATC artist trading cards. And then I also have, I told you I have a system. So when I send, okay, so I had to take all that out. I apologize. But there were some mailing addresses that were there, so I had to cut out that part of the video. So when I send out with an artist, when I trade with them, I like to send Happy Mail along with it. I don't mind paying the extra postage, and it's fun to get to send people little things. So I have started a collection of little things. I have in here stickers and little, just like I got a bunch of cigar bands from a local cigar shop, and I just think they're so cool and they're so fun to collage with. So they're shiny, right? So there's some of those in here. There are some little die cuts, little, just all manner of things. There's little things that I've printed and started to fussy cut. There's, I don't know, just little bitty tiny die cuts. Some of this is stuff that I've received in Happy Mail. And I thought, like in this example, these are adorable. I just don't know that I'll use them. I think they will go, they're probably better off going to somebody who will actually use them. And then pretty papers that I found. Like I have some of this pretty tissue paper. And so I thought, well, somebody's going to enjoy that. So I had a little extra piece and I stuck it in here. And now whenever I send out Happy Mail, I will just come through here and randomly pick out, like I'll cut off one of these stickers or a couple of these stickers and some of this paper and some of these little tags and some of this and some of that. And I will just fill up a little envelope with goodies that they can either keep or toss. I mean, it's up to them. So I just want to show you my system because I think it's fun and I've worked on it for years now. I also have all of my mailing supplies. So I have a scale and I have envelopes and I have, what is in here? I have all kinds of cool stamps and I have just some regular, regular old stamps. Oh, more stamps. And I use these little cutouts to make little hearts and stuff on backs of envelopes. I don't know why, but I decided I was going to do that. So I have all kinds of things. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Well, it's something I made. I remember making this. Oh, this has my old address on it, my old studio address. So this is just like my business cards, and I don't know why I made this, but it's kind of cute, Well, there you go. That's what that is. I guess I was using it to store like my return address labels that I actually made myself because I wanted to. So I have all of this organized to be able to send out these artist trading cards. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It took me a week to get this edited and now I don't know why. Anyway, I'm doing better. I'm gonna get the hang of this. I am. Does anyone have any recommendations on how to manage the whole having something on your phone versus having something on your computer where you could actually see it to edit it? Because I don't like editing on my phone. It is a no fun kind of activity. So yeah, if anybody out there has any recommendations on that, I'd sure appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little ATC information and I hope it inspires you. And let's go out and give out some art. Yeah. Or if you would like to trade, pop me a message down below. I would love to trade with you. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.